Back in 2020, I posted a video called How Do 0% APR Credit Cards Work? Credit Cards Explained. And that video has over 15,000 views at this point, and there have been some really great questions posted on the comments from you guys. So I'd like to take a few minutes and just go over some of those questions and answer them the best that I can. Let's go ahead and get started. Debt Free for Canadians 9386 says, interesting video. I found for us the key was always to just take credit off the table. We haven't used a credit card in over a year now. Well, Debt Free for Canadians, in general, I agree with you. Debt is not really a good thing to consider even getting into for most situations. There are a few specific cases though where I do think it's okay. One of those is a mortgage. I think it's completely reasonable to think that the average person cannot just outright pay cash for a home without going into some sort of long-term debt. So in those cases, I think it's almost a necessity, unfortunately. Second, when it comes to credit cards, I actually do think it is okay to use credit cards as a debit card as long as you are paying off your statement balance every single month. If you're the kind of person that can manage a credit card, manage debt, stick to your spending plan the way that you're supposed to, and pay off your statement balance every single month, I see no reason not to take advantage of credit card rewards programs. However, I will say that in my time, most people cannot handle a credit card. Most people are not credit card people, and most people should stay completely away from them. By the way, if you're watching this video and you're wondering if you're most people, ask yourself a simple question. Have you ever paid interest on your credit card bill? And if you have, you are most people and you are not a credit card person. You should get rid of it immediately. Next question is from Tyler Durden 4483. They say, what happens if I don't pay a single penny on anything I owe each month? Could I just pay what I owe in 15 months when my 0% APR ends? Example, May 31st, $3,000 credit limit. On June 10th, spend $3,000 on vacation. Now have $0 credit limit. 15 months later, still haven't paid anything and still owe $3,000. Pay $3,000 before intro promo ends. $3,000 credit limit again. Do I have to pay monthly or can I do it as described above? Well, Tyler, you can do it exactly as you described. As long as you pay off the balance before the intro 0% APR period is over, you will be completely fine and you won't be charged any interest. Realistically speaking though, most people cannot handle this, which is why I generally recommend paying it off a little bit per month to make sure that by the time you get to the end of that period, you are ready to pay it off. Ashley 1847 says, I have $600 balance with no interest until November. I was thinking just making a little bit more than the minimum payment and then in October pay it full. Ashley, there's no problem with that at all. As long as you pay off the balance by the end of the 0% period, you should be just fine and won't be charged any interest. Joshua Brodsky 1857 says, okay, this was somewhat answered in a previous comment. You were asked if keeping a high balance on the card during the 0% APR intro period, and you said yes, it affects your score. I assume we mean credit score. So would, say, a $500 balance off of a $7,000 card limit hurt your score? The whole point of the 0% intro APR is so you don't have to pay it off right away, but that's at the expense of lowering your credit score? So yes, Joshua, while the intent of a 0% APR credit card is to not pay interest over a certain term, holding a balance on those cards does actually or can actually affect your credit score negatively. So for your example, you mentioned a $500 credit balance on a $7,000 credit limit. Well, assuming that that's the only credit that you're utilizing and that's the only credit line that you have, that would be a 7% utilization rate. 500 divided by 7,000. Generally speaking, your credit is only going to be negatively impacted significantly if your utilization percentage is above 30%. So since you're well below the 30%, you should be okay. But you might see it tick down just a couple of points. Mark Denverlogan 7495 says, thanks for the video. Now I understand how it works. No problem. Just a query. If you're under 0% rate for 15 months and you use the card to purchase a car, e.g. $5K, however, you didn't pay the minimum payments, will this incur late fees and interest or just late fees? Well, Mark, this is a good question, but unfortunately it depends on your card member agreement. Some cards are only going to charge you late fees. Some may actually start incurring interest if you don't pay your minimum payments. So be sure to read your card member agreement. Johnny 14980 says, hey, I have a question maybe you could help me with. So if you carry a high balance on your credit card, your credit score goes down. I'm wondering if this applies in 0% APR situations. Say I carry a really high balance on the card, but I do pay it off in time before the interest comes in. then? Will that lower my credit score at all? Similar to the other question, and this may actually be the question that the other person was referring to, yes, your credit score can be impacted. Your credit score is mutually exclusive from the interest that you pay on credit cards. JSwag4921 says, I just opened a credit card today, and I'm new to all this stuff. So my credit card that I got approved for has intro 0% APR purchases and balance transfers for the first 12 billing months. So as you stated in the video, they will look at my credit score and then decide what my regular APR will be, right? Because on one of the papers it said 0% intro APR for both purchases and balance transfers, but 25.99% for APR cash advances. I thought that 25.99 APR for cash advances was my regular APR, but that isn't my regular APR, right? Well, JSwag, you're right. The cash advance APR is something completely separate from the APR for purchases and the APR for balance transfers. It is completely normal for these three interest rates to be different on your card member agreement, so be sure to pay attention to them. Purchase interest rate will be what you are charged for any purchases that you make on the card. Balance transfer interest rate will be for any balance transfers that you make from other credit cards. And cash advance APR will specifically be for situations in which you take cash advance. Hi, Lexi. As I was saying, cash advances will be for situations in which you take a cash advance, typically from an ATM using your credit card. Infopocalypse 5006 says, probably a dumb question, but do they still make money somehow off you if you pay off the entire balance before the 12 months are up? Or if, for instance, I spent $10K in the 10 months and paid back $10K on month 11, would there be any other expenses or interest somehow? Well, this is a good question. How does the credit card actually make money for the credit card company if you aren't paying interest? Well, luckily for the credit card company, they make money in several different ways other than just interest, and one of those is every time you swipe a card, there's a transaction fee. Typically, this is somewhere between 2 and 5%, and it is something that is paid for by the vendor, which, let's be honest, is usually just built into the price of the merchandise that you're purchasing. So you and everybody else ends up paying it anyway. Tony Guy 8424 says, great choice of music, soothing to the ear. Well, thanks, Tony Guy. I appreciate that. Andy Holt 007 says, gave up after 2 minutes. That background music is so annoying and distracts from whatever you're trying to say. Well, I guess you can't please everybody. Esteban Salazar 4473 says, statement closes on 124. 0% interest will end on 125. Well, I have until before the 224 statement closes to pay with no interest, or will interest automatically be added on 125 if not paid in full before 124? Well, Esteban, I can't answer specifically because I haven't read your card member agreement, but I would say that typically, you are going to be charged some interest if you go down that path. Typically speaking, credit card interest is compounded daily, so it stands to reason that any balance that you hold after the specified date of the 0% period will immediately start incurring interest charges. But read your card member agreement. It should be clear from there. Daniel Granderson, 1794 says, if a card had a intro 0 APR after that APR and time, will I get another offer for the 0 APR again next year? Well, Daniel, I'm not sure I completely understand your question, but I think what you're asking is if you have a 0% APR credit card now, will you immediately be offered a new one at the end of the term? And the answer is not necessarily. You might seek out a different 0% APR credit card and that you might be able to use a balance transfer for, but this is risky business and I wouldn't necessarily recommend counting on that. Best to just pay off your balance before the term ends. GC 1982 says, I'm confused why not much people use fee and or interest-free cards. Well, GC, I have to say that I don't really see that myself. Most people that I know that have credit cards tend to use the zero fee credit cards, and most people that I know pay off their balances every month, so they don't really care about 0% interest. Shelby 7707 says, can you max out your credit cards to buy real estate if you don't yet have a mortgage? Can I still take a line of credit knowing I have cash flow coming in from rentals that are bought out of cash to take that credit to buy another piece of real estate, so on and so forth? Well, Shelby, I'm not aware of any banks that would accept a credit card for payment on real estate. Every time I've ever bought a house, I've had to have a certified check from the bank for the down payment. That's a bit of a weird ask. I don't really understand the question. Pink Glitter says, newbie here. I have a 12-month 0% APR card. If I use it in 6 months' time for a purchase, will I only have 6 months to pay for my item with 0% APR? Well, Pink Glitter, yes. Normally that's the way it works. Normally the 0% interest period is for the first 12 months that you have the card, or 15 or whatever period you have. Typically it's not based on the date of purchase. So if you have a 12-month period and you wait till the 6 months to actually use it, you're only going to have 6 months left to actually pay the card. Kays Leone 1864 says, would I be able to transfer my balance before the 13 months are over with another balance transfer card? Well, Kays Leone, if I'm saying your name right, and I apologize if I'm not, there's two things you want to consider if you try to go down that route. First thing is you need to find a second card that not only has a 0% APR for another term, but it also needs to have a 0% balance transfer option as well. Otherwise, you're going to be incurring fees whenever you transfer the balance. The second thing I would consider is that if you're planning on just rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling, while that is possible, it's indicative that you probably have a bigger issue that you need to deal with anyway. You probably have a spending problem or an overall debt usage problem. So I'd want to take some time and look at that first. Noah Katie 1667 says, do these cards typically lower your credit score as you are carrying the balance with 0%? Well, Noah, yes, in general, if you're carrying a balance, that can only hurt your credit score. So the lower the balance that you carry, the better your credit score will be. Well, that about covers the types of questions that I got on those videos. If you have questions about 0% APR credit cards or anything else, leave them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this style of video, let me know down below. Thanks, everybody. Can you lay down, please? We'll wait, Lexi. Can you lay down, please? Okay, I think we're good. Let's move on.